As the games for the physically challenged in Nassau County wrap up, I want to talk about Parkinson, actually, because it's been burning up to talk about this on my 5-minute fix. Take a listen to Michael J. Fox appearing with podcaster Mike Birbiglia, called Working It Out Podcast. It's one of his heroes, Mike says, Michael J. Fox is. And he flat out asked him about Parkinson's affecting his work. In this audio, I want you to be aware that the Parkinson's is very evident, and we pray for Michael J. Fox, who of course was such a star, time and time again. And now, is his career winding down, or is he adapting to the onset of Parkinson's? Take a listen.
As an actor, are you held back from, is there anything that you're held back from doing that you couldn't do before?
Yeah, I had a significant block with the last thing I did. I was cruising along doing the Good Wife and Larry's show and all this other stuff, and really loving it. And loving that idea that everybody has Parkinson's, or that I can do anything as long as I have Parkinson's. Two thoughts are related. Because everybody has Parkinson's. Everybody has some shit.
Yes, everyone has something.
Something they do. They not do. And so everybody's got this thing they're working on.
But I'm curious, like as an actor, like so much of it is observation, and then observation, viewing, seeing how people behave, and then acting. And it's like,
well, that's the key thing. You can see past the Parkinson's. You can see past the other issues that they may have, and you see the central. This sounds so actory and goofy.
Yeah.
But to find the central truth, to find the essential truth of that character. And this guy's afraid. I do that, and I look at that, and it's really a lot of fun. Like, I love playing this guy on Good Wife, who was just evil. I mean, it's hard to drive with this guy. He played on people's emotions, played on their sympathies, played on their best intentions.
Yeah.
Just mutilated them with it. And then when I did, I guess a spin-off from Good Wife, which was Good
Fight.
Good Fight. What I say, I couldn't remember the lines, and I just had this blank where I couldn't remember the lines.
Oh,
and it was strange because I was with family times. They used to give me the script. I go, I'm in. Now we get off the phone, and then
wow,
I knew it like in an instant. And it continued to be the way for me. I have 70 pages of dialogue on a Alma movie, and knowing that a hugely expensive Steadicam shot depending on knowing those lines.
Yeah.
Took a sweat off my brow. But you just like that, and then I get to this point on the soundstage in Culver City. I can't get this line together. It was this legal stuff, and I just couldn't get it. But what was really refreshing was I didn't panic, I didn't freak out. I just went, "That's that." Moving on. The key element of this process is remembering lines, and I can't do it. And I done a Kiefer show in Canada. Presumed last man standing. You'll get it. So I had the same problem, and so I was saying about that time. I'm a big Tarantino fan, and a big Brad Pitt fan, and a big Leonardo DiCaprio fan, and I loved Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. A lot of reasons. One was that when I moved out to Hollywood after that, and experienced a lot of that old Hollywood that doesn't exist anymore.
He went on to say you have to accept the truth of the situation before you address it. So Michael J. Fox, the good-looking, the smart-talking, the fast-talking kid that a lot of people grew up with through Family Ties, through, I think, Teenage Werewolf, through, of course, Back to the Future, can no longer remember lines. But I'm sure that won't deter him from continuing his work with the Michael J. Fox Foundation. It's just stunning that this week the world is kind of a little more sad because I think Michael J. Fox was he on the West Wing? I could be wrong about that. But he always had that sharp delivery and that witty delivery. Life with Mikey, come on. And I wanted to pay homage to him because, as you could tell, the Parkinson's is full on. And he is addressing his health issues. And it's such a paradox to the weekend where we saw a lot of kids embracing their health issues and not shying away from them. Now Michael J. Fox is stepping away from the big dialogues he used to have. And that is something worth noting. But he'll be adapting, I'm sure. And we'll follow his journey on the Alex Garrett podcast. Just as we've followed the kids' journeys throughout wheelchair basketball. Oh my gosh, it was great to see Matt Lindblad in the alumni world of Henry Viscardi School, back on the court, doing a couple slam dunks. That was nostalgic. That was very nostalgic. Things are moving on, and we have to prepare for it, embrace it, and live life to the fullest. I would say in spite of it. Have a great night, everybody.